Hi guys, here is your morning prep for AMC. I'm giving you all of what I'm expecting into today based on my personal opinion. Now do remember, this is not financial advice. Like I said, it is opinion related, but if you enjoy this sort of content, do subscribe and give it a like, because on this channel we do all sorts of stuff, from opinions, from D&D, all that sort of good info on AMC. So if it's something that you're into, make sure to subscribe, and of course we can help get these videos out to more and more people and spread the good information. But once more, not financial advice. Anyway, we're going to dive straight in. So what I want to highlight whilst we still can is the pattern for the pre-market today. This is going to be made a bit more clear on this chart over here, and we get the general trend that we're seeing. So having volume in the before market time period of about 638k, but really from yesterday's, of course, market close, so the post-market yesterday into today, we're seeing a drop of 4.27%. Big drop, and of course, yeah, we're in the next few minutes going to be opening up, but I want to speak about this drop briefly because I do find it really fascinating. We've had all of these great days in the past with AMC, and I know these drops are, fair enough. You could say market conditions. There are a lot of things in the market that people are fearing, and I would agree with that, but obviously AMC does have its own specific factors, and every stock should be dropping at a different level. And I think AMC should be one of the stocks which is dropping the least because, one, of the retail ownership, but two, because of the prior price action. So what do I mean by that? What I mean is, if we have a look at how After Hours has notoriously been with AMC, and this is pretty much very frequently in the past year, basically every single session has been dead flat. We've had a few where we've moved up a little bit, a few of course where we've done the opposite and moved down, but really it's been very flat. And now we're seeing this drop of 5% almost in the pre-hours after the post-hours yesterday as well. So that's the first thing that gets me thinking about AMC, where we are, and I also do think it is probably going to be another rough day, something that we should prepare for. Not necessarily a bad thing, but something that we should mentally get ready for, because as I have said, I am bullish on AMC. I think the MOS is going to happen, as you can probably tell by my previous videos. However, what I am going to say is, I don't think it's going to be that easy, right? It could happen today, who knows, it could happen next week, it could happen next month, or it could happen in 10 years. I couldn't care less, but what I will do is give you guys my best case scenario and my worst case scenario for the short term, so that we can be prepared for every eventuality. Now, I'm not going to do some in-depth technical analysis because, as I've said before, I don't think it matters too much, but we are going to have a look at the chart and how it has been moving very briefly. Again, I don't really care about this too much, but I am going to highlight some of the levels which I see as key if we are looking to push to the either upside or downside. So to the downside, we've hit our lows of the actually 2022 right now, which have been at 1465. Break below there, and of course we're pushing for some new lows. Now, as far as our levels that we're trying to break above go, we have this one here, which is going to be quite close to where we are, so that's about 1670. Above there, we're looking to push above 1713. Not impossible, and again, I'm not too bothered. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And above there, our key level is going to be about 19 to 1920. That's key as well if we're looking to push to the upside. And of course, as far as the lows go, we're looking to potentially 1581, and below that, we're looking to that low in the $14 range. If I had to give you my personal estimate of which is going to happen, either the upside or the downside, I have to say I'd probably anticipate the downside being more likely. Not a bad thing. Not anything that I'm particularly too worried about in the short term, but I am preparing myself personally for every eventuality, and it's definitely possible that the red side could be eventual. And another thing that leads me to believe that is gonna be the figures that we have. So let's have a look at what we have for these shares available to borrow. So this is shown here very clearly. It was a bit lower than this earlier on, but so far we're looking at shares to borrow being available about 5.8 million. When we consider the ETF shares available, you can see the amount down here as well. So we get a bit of an idea of the portions that we do have. They're still quite large, and of course the cost to borrow is relatively low as well. So, they do have a lot of power to short this one down. I don't think they're in the place anymore where they're going to just attack us like mad, but this whole market uncertainty is going to be playing to the short seller's advantage, because obviously, it's a perfect opportunity for bears to say, oh well, the market is playing up, it's time for these meme stocks to die. And that's actually an argument I've been hearing a lot. These meme stocks are dying. And some of them are going to die. It's inevitable, right? Some stocks are severely overvalued, in my opinion. Say what you will about AMC, but I think even where we are right now, $16, in my opinion, is actually fundamentally undervalued. That's my personal belief. You can have a different one. I'm not a financial advisor. That's just the way that I see it. So I think fundamentally this one should be at least $20 in my opinion. And of course, as far as the retail investor side of things go, the price should be hiked up from that, but it's obviously not. And as far as the short squeeze potential is, who knows how high the price could go. Anyway, that's another thing that I wanted to highlight, but also is this. It's coming from Nathan G on Twitter. We've looked at his page before. He does some really good DD and posts good information. He says this has been reported on the 24th. It says, here is a list of the institutions who held, created new positions, or added to their current existing AMC holdings. Red indicates a sell. And the National Bank of Canada is stocking up. We can see how they've gone in down there with this holding of 1 million just over. So it just goes to show big additions there, and that is pretty good to see. And of course, we do have a lot of other institutions which are adding up. You can see more from the National Bank of Canada. So of course, this is their main holdings, but they also have calls and puts down here. You'll see the way they have played that one. So think what you will of that. Anyway, we're going to have a look more at institutional holdings at some point, maybe today or some point in the next couple of days, because it is something that I do want to cover. But yes, I'm feeling very, very optimistic about today. I think it could be a tough one, but you know, if we are prepared, we're not in a bad place. But do be aware of what is coming, because this one is going to fall on open. It's inevitable now, with 1 minute to go. You guys will be seeing this when the markets are open, but obviously the opens just showed us what's going on already. Who knows what's going to happen throughout the day? I do anticipate it being potentially red though, so be careful, buckle up for that, prepare for every eventuality. But as always guys, I'm going to be coming at you guys with more content throughout the day, as you already know. Make sure to join us for that if you can, subscribe too, and I'll be back with you in a bit, so goodbye until the next one. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further, we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.